Hello, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to show you how to use reports in Siteminder. In Siteminder, there's a couple of different reports that we can make. We can make use of the custom transaction report, the daily transaction report, the different sales summary reports, which are subfiltered by account number, card type, date, product, and status. We can also use transaction exports, which are slightly different than reports in ways that I will explain shortly. We also have a couple of different options for export formats. We can choose to export as a CSV, which is a general purpose spreadsheet file. It's compatible with a number of different programs, including Microsoft Excel. We can export as PDF. These are printable reports. However, they are not editable. And the TLG format. This was originally used with the prior model M3000. This is compatible with a limited number of third-party fuel management softwares. Let's take a look at how we can use Siteminder to make these reports. Let's first take a look at the custom transaction report. To get to this, you're going to go in your Siteminder to Reports and then click Custom Transaction. That's going to load a page like you see here. What you can do is you can select your different date ranges. You can select or indicate a particular card holder or card number that you want to report on. Select the statuses, the different payment methods or card types here, as well as the fuel type. If you leave all of these choices blank, it will default to including all transactions that happened in this time period. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, when you're ready, you can click Get PDF Report or Get CSV Report to export the data from this tool. I will show you in a little bit what this report looks like when it is downloaded. Let's take a look at the other report types. For daily transaction, we have the option to indicate a start date, an end date, a site, and a terminal. Once that's all selected, we can hit Get Report to download a PDF of this report. The remaining reports operate in similar ways. They take a start and an end date and a particular site and terminal. Lastly, we'll look at how to export transactions. To do this, we're going to go into the Transactions tool, and we're going to navigate to the Export button over on the right. Once I click this, I'm going to verify that the date range up at the top includes all the transactions that I want to know about, and I've got some options as to how I want to export this. If I stay on the Export Basic tab over here, then I have the option of exporting to CSV or TLG. These will export preset columns with the report. However, if I want to customize which columns I'm exporting, I can click on the Export Custom tab and then select either CSV or TLG. And then I can select the columns that I want to appear on the report. I'm now going to walk you through what these reports look like after you've created them. This is the custom transaction report in PDF format. As you can see, it lists the name of the terminal up at the very top, and we have all the transactions that got captured by our filters in the table. We can see the date, invoice number, status, card number, card holder name, card type, product, amount, units, and tail number. Now we are looking at the daily transaction report. This report is very similar to the custom transaction report in terms of the data it's displaying. Primarily, it is slightly more convenient because you do not have as many options that you need to verify before printing out this report. Now taking a look at the various sales summarized by reports. These are reports that collapse the data into some different categories. For example, here we can see the date summary report. This is showing the totals of all the transactions that happened on particular dates. By account, this is looking at transactions by the different cards or accounts that transacted them. This is by status, showing you the different amounts by the transaction status as it currently stands. By the card type, this would include different card types like Visa, MasterCard, Amex, etc. Lastly, by product. If you sell multiple different products at your site, then these will also be broken down in this report. Lastly, looking at the export, this is the CSV data of the export that we did from the transactions view. Like the other reports, we can see the date information in this column, the holder name, card number, customer name, account number. Some of these fields here you see are blank just because these are test transactions that we do in-house. The card type, fuel type, invoice number. It includes a lot of other fields if these are important to you, or if you're exporting to a different piece of software where you may prefer to visualize these differently, then this may be the most useful export type for you. This concludes the report tutorial. Thank you for using QTpod.